Today we are going to talk about areas of rectangle, triangle, square, trapezoid, and parallelograms. Area of rectangle is length times width. For our first example, we have our length is going to be 5 inches, and our width is going to be 7 inches. Our length is 5 inches, so we're going to write 5 times our width, which is 7 inches. 5 times 7 equals 35 inches squared. Another example for area of rectangle, we have our length is going to be 8 centimeters, and our width is going to be 8 centimeters. Our length is going to be 8 centimeters, so we write down 8 centimeters. And our width is 8 centimeters. 8 times 8 is 64. So our final answer is going to be 64 centimeters squared. Now we are going to talk about the area of a square. The area of a square is A equals S squared. For our first example, we have S equals 5 inches and S equals 5 inches. Here we write down A equals 5 squared inches. The reason why we're writing 5 squared is because there are 2 5's. Now we multiply 5 times 5. Here now we write down 5 inches times 5 inches. 5 times 5 equals 25. 25 inches squared. The reason why our answer is 25 inches squared is because 5 times 5 gives us 25. Another example for the area of a square, we have 6 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Here we write down 6 centimeters squared. Then we multiply 6 centimeters times 6 centimeters. The reason why we multiply 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters is because we have 6 centimeters here and 6 centimeters there. So 6 times 6 is 36 centimeters. Our final answer is 36 centimeters squared because 6 times 6 is 36. Now we are going to talk about the area of a triangle. Our area of a triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height. For our first example for area of a triangle, we have our height is going to be 10 inches and our base is going to be 4 inches. Now here we write down 1/2, and our base, which is 4 inches, times our height, that is 10 inches. Now we multiply our base by height. So here we write down A equals 1/2. 4 times 10 is 40 inches. The half of 40 is 20. So our final answer is 20 inches squared. The reason why our answer is 20 inches squared is because 40 divided by 2 is 20. Another example for area of a triangle, we have 6 inches as our height and 5 inches as our base. So here we write down 1/2. Our base is 5 inches times our height, which is 6 inches. The reason why we're writing down 5 inches times 6 inches is because our formula is A equals 1/2 base times height. Five inches times 6 inches equals 30 inches. The half of 30 inches is 15 inches squared. The reason why our final answer is 15 inches squared is because 30 divided by 2 is 15. So now we are going to talk about the area of a parallelogram. The area of a parallelogram is A equals base times height. Our example for the parallelogram is base. Our base is going to equal 4. And our height is going to equal 6 inches and 4 inches. So here we write down 4 inches times 6 inches. The reason why we're going to write down 4 inches times 6 inches is because our formula is A equals base times height. Four inches times 6 inches equals 24 inches. So our final answer is 24 inches squared. The reason why our final answer is 24 inches squared is because 4 inches times 6 inches equals 24 inches. Another example for a parallelogram is our base is going to be 6 inches and our height is going to be 5 inches. So here we write down 6 inches times 5 inches. The reason why we write down 6 inches times 5 inches is because 6 is our base and 5 is our height. 6 times 5 is 30 inches squared. The reason why our final answer is 30 inches squared is because we multiplied our base by our height, and our base was 6 and our height was 5, and 6 times 5 equals 30 inches squared. So there we are going to talk about our last shape, which is the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. Our base 1 is 2 inches and our base 2 is 4 inches. And our height is going to be 2 inches. Now we rewrite it as A equals 1/2 our height, which is 2 inches, parentheses, and our base 1, which is 2 inches, plus our base 2, that is 4 inches. Now we add our base 1 plus our base 2. 2 inches plus 4 inches equals 6 inches. So we write down 1/2 2 inches and 6. We multiply 6 inches times, we multiply our answer that we got from here times our height. So 2 times 6 inches is going to be 1/2 and 12 inches. Now we divide 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6 inches squared. So our final answer is 6 inches because we divided by 12 divided by 2. Another example for the area of a trapezoid, our base 1 is going to be 5 inches and our base 2 is going to be 3 inches and our height is going to be 3 inches. Here we rewrite it as 1/2 and we plug in our numbers. So our height is 3 inches. Our base 1 is 5 inches plus our base 2, which is 3 inches. So now base 1 plus base 2, which is base 1 is 5 inches and base 2 is 3 inches, is 8 inches. So we write 1/2 3 inches parentheses, and our answer was 8 inches. 5 plus 3, 8 inches. Now we multiply our answer times our height. So 8 inches times 3 inches equals 24. So 1/2 and 24 inches squared. The reason why it's 24 inches squared is because 8 times 3 gives us 24 inches. Now to find our final answer, we have to divide 24 by 2. So 24 divided by 2 equals 12. 12 inches squared is our final answer. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.